What happens when love, loyalty, and power all collide inside Forrester Creations? On Monday, May 18th, the bold and the beautiful may not give us one loud explosion right away, but it sets the fuse. So let's break down why this episode could quietly change everything. Brooke Logan Forrester is not backing down. For her, this is no longer just a business suggestion. It has become a test of Ridge's loyalty. A test of his courage. And maybe most importantly, a test of whether Ridge is truly willing to stand with her when Steffi is the person standing in the way. Brooke wants the co-CEO seat. But not just any seat. She wants the one Steffi currently holds. That detail makes this situation dangerous. Because Brooke is not asking Ridge to open a new door for her. She is asking him to close one on his daughter. And that is where the emotional stakes become much heavier. Ridge may understand Brooke's argument. He may even see the business logic behind it. Brooke has history, experience, and influence at Forrester Creations. She is not an outsider. She helped build the company's public image for years. But Steffi is not simply another executive. She is Ridge's daughter. She is a Forrester. And she has fought hard to protect her position. So when Brooke keeps hoping Ridge will do what she believes is right, the real question becomes this: right for whom? Right for Brooke? Right for Hope? Right for the company? Or right for Ridge's family? That is why this decision could hurt no matter which way Ridge turns. If he supports Brooke, Steffi may see it as a betrayal. If he protects Steffi, Brooke may feel dismissed once again. Ridge may try to soften the blow. But there may not be a soft version of this choice. Someone is going to feel chosen. And someone is going to feel replaced. Hope Logan Spencer is waiting for news, but she is not waiting calmly. Her entire future at Forrester Creations could depend on whether Ridge gives Brooke the authority she wants. If Brooke becomes co-CEO, Hope may finally have someone at the top who fully believes in relaunching Hope for the future. That matters because Hope has been pushed to the edge for a long time. Her line has been delayed, questioned, and treated like a problem instead of a priority. From Hope's perspective, this is not just about fashion. It is about identity. Hope for the future is connected to her voice, her image, and the part of her life where she still feels she can stand on her own. So Brooke's possible promotion feels like Hope's last chance inside Forrester. But that is also what makes this moment so tense. Hope is depending on a decision Ridge may not be able to make. And if Ridge hesitates, Hope may read that hesitation as another sign that Forrester Creations will never truly support her again. This is where the story becomes bigger than one job title. Hope may begin to realize that even if Brooke fights for her, the company itself may still be controlled by people who do not want her vision to survive. Steffi does not trust Hope. The Forrester side may view Hope's line as baggage. And Ridge, even when sympathetic, may be too emotionally divided to give Hope the protection she needs. That is why her exit may be closer than ever. Spoilers suggest Hope leaving Forrester and moving toward Logan is only a matter of time. And if that happens, it will not feel like a simple career move. It will feel like Hope finally deciding that begging for approval is over. But if Hope walks away, she may not walk away weak. She may walk away with power. This is the part that could completely change the balance of the show. There is a strong possibility that Hope may end up with a position that gives her power equal to Steffi's. And if that happens, the rivalry between these two women may enter a brand new chapter. For years, Steffi has held the stronger corporate position. She has been able to make decisions, delay projects, and control the direction of Forrester Creations. Hope has often been forced to react. She pushes back, she argues, she defends herself, but she usually does it from a weaker place. That could change. If Hope gains real authority at Logan, then Steffi may no longer be dealing with a frustrated employee. She may be facing a direct competitor. That would be a much more dangerous version of hope. Because hope would not need Steffi's permission anymore. She would not need to sit in meetings and wait for someone else to decide whether her line deserves a future. She could build something separate. Something Logan branded. Something designed to challenge the Forresters where it hurts most: fashion, loyalty, and public attention. And imagine how Steffi would react to that. Steffi may see it as a betrayal. She may argue that Hope is trying to take Forrester ideas and turn them into Logan ammunition. She may accuse Brooke of using Ridge to weaken the company from the inside. And if Ridge appears torn, Steffi may become even more furious. This is not just business drama. This is family history repeating itself. The Logans and the Forresters have always been tied together by love, rivalry, marriage, and resentment. But this time, the battlefield may not be romance alone. It may be leadership, and Hope may finally be stepping into a role where she can hit back. Ridge is in the worst possible position. Brooke needs him to act. Steffi needs him to stay loyal. Hope needs him to open the door. And Forrester Creations needs him to prevent this from becoming a public family war. But Ridge has a long history of trying to keep everyone close while avoiding the hardest decision until the last possible moment. That may work for a while in romance, but in business, hesitation creates damage. If Ridge delays, Brooke may feel he is choosing Steffi without saying it. Hope may take that as confirmation that her future is elsewhere. Steffi may grow suspicious that Brooke is still pressuring him behind the scenes. In other words, doing nothing may be just as dangerous as making a decision. And that is what makes Monday's episode so interesting. We may not get the final answer immediately, but we may see the emotional pressure tightening around Ridge. His face, his tone, his silence, all of it could reveal which direction this story is moving. Because Ridge knows something Brooke may not want to admit. Removing Steffi from power would not just upset her. It could fracture the Forrester family at the executive level. And once that happens, the company may never feel united again. While the battle at Forrester Creations is being fought with titles, loyalty, and family pressure, Remy Price brings a much more personal kind of danger. His threat is not coming from a boardroom. It is coming from the past. And that may be exactly why Dylan cannot simply walk away from it. Remy's patience is clearly running out. His long-awaited reunion with Dickie is not happening fast enough, and that frustration may push him into a more aggressive move. Remy does not seem like the type to accept delays calmly. When he wants something, he looks for pressure points. And right now, Dylan may be the easiest pressure point he has. That is what makes her situation so uncomfortable. Dylan is trying to build something new at Forrester Creations. She has a chance to step into a better world, gain Elektra's trust, and leave behind whatever history she and Remy share. But Remy's presence threatens that fragile new beginning before it even has time to feel real. The most dangerous possibility is blackmail. If Remy knows something Dylan has been hiding, then he does not need to force her with violence or public threats. He only needs to remind her that one secret could ruin everything. One wrong word could make Elektra question her. One exposed detail could turn her new job into another disaster. And that is where the emotional tension becomes sharper. Dylan may not want to help Remy, but fear can make people do things they would normally refuse. She may convince herself that one small favor will make him go away. One message, one meeting, one little push toward Dickie. But with someone like Remy, one favor rarely ends the problem. It becomes the beginning of control. What makes this storyline work is how quiet it feels compared to the larger Logan and Forrester war. Brooke and Steffi are fighting over power in plain sight. Dylan is fighting a private battle where every choice could expose her. She cannot fully explain her fear without revealing too much, and she cannot ignore Remy without risking what he might do next. That leaves her trapped in the worst possible place, between the life she wants and the past that refuses to stay buried. And if Remy decides to push harder, Dylan may soon have to choose: protect her secret, or protect the people who trusted her. So Monday's episode may be setting up two storms moving in completely different directions. Brooke and Hope are focused on Ridge, waiting to see whether he will make a decision that could shake Forrester Creations from the inside. But Dylan's danger feels darker and more private, because Remy may not need power to control her. He may only need one secret. That contrast is what makes this episode so intriguing. One storyline is about a public fight for authority. The other is about hidden pressure, fear, and manipulation. But both could lead to the same result: someone being pushed too far. Will Ridge risk breaking Steffi's trust to give Brooke and Hope the opening they need? And will Dylan give in to Remy before anyone realizes how much danger she is really in? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this feels like the beginning of a much bigger fallout. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bold and the beautiful spoilers, updates, and dramatic breakdowns.